welcome to the BetHelper betting preview for the France versus Mexico game. The game is scheduled for Thursday the 17th of June at 7:30. The venue is Polo Queen with the altitude at 1,312 meters. So again, this might have a bearing on the ball and the players' ability to actually score goals and find their teammates with their passes, especially long-range passes. On the Asian markets, the handicap has changed, so it's gone from France minus a half and Mexico plus a half to France minus 0.25 to Mexico plus 0.25. Basically what this indicates is that there's been huge money put on Mexico, and this has now forced the handicap to change down a level. Now as a result of that change, the French odds are now shortening at the smaller handicap, and the Mexico odds are now drifting at this smaller handicap. The overs handicap has now changed as well. It was 2.25, it's now gone down to 1.75. So that's a pretty big jump. So again, the likelihood is that it will be an unders match, especially for more standard 2.5 or 1.5 markets over in Europe. The odds on over 1.75 goals is now shortening in Asia. It looks like they're kind of indicating under 2.5, but maybe maximum of 2 goals there. And the bet exchanges, France odds are shortening, the Mexico odds are drifting, and the draw odds are stable. And again, the over 2.5 goals is drifting. Seems to be a recurring theme here with every game. Bookmakers, the French odds are shortening, the Mexico odds are stable, while the draw odds are also stable, and again the over 2.5 odds are drifting. Whereas the money gun, 53% is being wagered on France, while 22% is being wagered on Mexico, and the draw accounts for 25%. So it's clear to see that most people's money has gone on France, with the draw being the next best option. The over 2.5 market is only counted for 15%, while the other 85% is on the unders. Form, France are pretty bad run of form, if not true. They've one win in their last 6 games, with 3 draws and 2 defeats. They drew their opening game 0-0 with Uruguay, and they didn't really put up any trees, especially for a previous winner. Mexico are in okay form. They've won 3 of the last 6, drawing 1 and losing 2. Those 2 defeats came against England and Netherlands in friendlies previous to the World Cup, where they played pretty well, but just got beaten out in the end. They couldn't really take their chances. In their opening game, they drew 1-1 with France or with South Africa. In the first half, they should have been 1 or 2 up, and then in the second half, they got completely taken apart by South Africa, whose confidence grew throughout the game. The head-to-head meetings, there's been 6 meetings in total, with 6 wins for France and 1 draw, so obviously that implies that Mexico have yet to beat France in a match that they played. The streaks, Mexico have never actually beaten the side who's won the World Cup in 11 attempts, and obviously France have been a World Cup winner in '98, so let's see if they can break that hoodoo. Mexico have made it out of the group stages in their last 4 World Cups. They've actually made it to the second round in their last 5 World Cups, but the last 4 World Cups consecutively they've been in the second round. Mexico's last goal versus France came in 1966, so again that's another hoodoo for them to break. And personal hoodoo is for Nicolas Anelka to actually get a shot on target, as he's failed to do so in 384 minutes. And with him being the likely starter, it's kind of hard to see where France are going to get their goals from midfield or on the wings. The rankings, France are ranked 8th in the world, while Mexico are 17th in the world. The ELO rankings have France in 12th, while Mexico are in 8th. This kind of implies that Mexico are in a richer vein of form and actually could cause an upset here. The ref is Khalil Al-Gamadi, he's from Saudi Arabia. He's refed in 45 international games, giving 218 yellows, an average of 4.84 yellows per game. He's given 24 reds, which is an average of 0.53 reds per game, which is pretty high. It's not the highest we've seen so far, but still well above average. And he's given 12 penalties, which is an average of 0.27 per game. The injuries, mainly defenders here who are in doubt. Marquez and Gallas both picked up slight knocks in their opening games and they should be fit, but there's a chance that they'll miss out. Goals that France and Mexico scored in qualifying read that Mexico have an average of 1.66 goals. France have an average of 1.66 goals scored, but they've conceded an average of 0.833 goals per game. Mexico got an average of 1.8 goals scored in qualifying, but they conceded an average of 1.2 goals per game. Now getting to the probabilities, the computer probabilities, which incorporates the stats and the market movements, indicate that France has a 48% chance of winning, while Mexico have a 30% chance of winning, and the draw comes in at 22%. Compare this then with the bookmakers odds, or bookmakers probabilities. Leaves France on 42%, Mexico on 27%, and the draw is 31%. So all in all, this suggests that both France and Mexico are underrated by the bookmakers, while they've kind of overrated the draw. But again, bookies never really get things wrong, so maybe the draw is a likely option. I get to the suggestions. It's basically going to be who qualifies from Group A into the second round. If you can find a winner here, then they should be in great shape to actually qualify. I think it's going to be very tight and cagey affair, basically what we've seen in every other game, but maybe more so in this one as there's more riding on it. So I wouldn't be overly confident on either side, but if I had to base anything, I'd go in Mexico in the handicaps. There's been huge movements in Asia on them, so again, that's something to look at. And the unders obviously look very, very likely again. The possible tactic here is to trade the under 1.5 goals and then lay it off in the first 20-25 minutes if there hasn't been a goal. I've done this for countless games, pretty much every game so far, and it's proved very successful. Even in tonight's game, in the Uruguay versus South Africa game, I was trading under 1.5. Uruguay scored, so I basically just left it run. There was no goal up until the penalty. And if you look at my Twitter, I just literally about a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes beforehand, I laid off my bet, and then obviously the penalty came, and I managed to trade it for 40% profit. If I left it run again, I would have been completely wiped out. So again, it's a kind of a risky strategy, but so far it's been the best performing bet and trade that I've employed. The rate of red cards that this ref gives out is pretty high. It's over 1 every second game, so there could be a nice bit of yellows and red cards, so I'd look to the red card market and possibly lay off the red card if there's a few early yellows. So yeah, if there's any questions, feedback, suggestions, either leave a comment here on YouTube or send any emails to BetHelper.ie at gmail.com. And tomorrow I'll be giving some updates on what we've just been discussing. So if you can sign up to twitter.com/BetHelper, it'll be the best place to get any updates. Cheers.